What we need right now is just some raw data. We need some raw analysis.
We need it.
We're gonna have to call in Professor Pierce.
That's right, we got Mr. Numbers on the horn.
We got Mr. Numbers here. Is he ready?
Where is he? Mr. Numbers?
Hello.
Professor Pierce? Hello, hi.
Hi.
Where are you?
I'm in my lab.
We need you to help us separate the wheat from the proverbial chaff here.
Okay.
In terms of numbers.
I believe you have a presentation of sorts.
Yeah, let's take a look at the numbers here.
Let's have a look at it.
Okay, but first, a brief introduction to numbers and the history of numbers and counting. Okay, so we're all familiar with the coordinate plane, right? So this is the complex plane, where the y-axis and x-axis are replaced by the imaginary and real axes, where the imaginary numbers represent numbers like the square root of -1, and the real numbers represent numbers like 1. So this is a recursive formula. We're going to plug in a complex number here for c. Let's try -1.5i. And if you do that, z sub 0 equals 0, z sub 1 equals -1.5 plus I, and z sub 2 equals -2.5 plus 2i. And if you keep doing it, you see that the number there continues to grow and grow, which means that it is not in the set.
It's not in the set, people.
So we're going to color that blue. You see that? You see how I'm coloring that blue? That means that it's not in the set.
Okay.
Okay, so let's try a different number, like -1. Okay, so z sub 0 equals 0, z sub 1 equals -1, z sub 2 equals 0, and z sub 3 equals -1, and if you look at it here, you might see that we're going in a loop, which means that it is in the set, and so we're going to color that black. So if we do this with every single number, okay, and we color it differently based on how fast it grows, and we color numbers that are in the set black, we end up with this shape. Isn't that interesting?
Yes.
So let's get to know this shape a little bit more, okay? Let's zoom in here. You might think math is cold and boring, but look at how exciting and beautiful this is.
So those are numbers we're looking at.
Yeah, exactly. Who designed this is a good question.
Who designed this?
That's a kaleidoscope. We've all seen that when we were like children.
You guys know who designed this?
You?
No, it was God.
Okay.
So God represents 0, okay? He's always there, he has 10 fingers and a penis, and he has the power to create.
Now, hold on just a second.
Let him talk.
That's addition, okay? Creation. So step number 1, God adds Earth. He adds it to the equation, okay? And then he's going to add the sea and make fish. All right? That's the second equation he did. The third equation he did is he added lungs to the fish, and he made a horse. Okay?
No.
And the fourth equation he did here, he added fingers to the horse, and he made a monkey. All right? And the fifth equation, we actually don't even need to go there, because nature sort of took over here. The monkey looked down at its fingers, and he counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And he came up with a base 8 number system. Okay?
Yeah.
But if you try to do this formula here with a base 8 number system in the complex plane, you end up with this shape. So something had to change here. God saw this shape and he was disgusted, so he added thumbs.
Nice.
So now the monkey's looking down at his hands and he's counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Thank you,
Uh-oh,
God.
what's this? The monkey's tail is now getting counted. 11? That's no good, okay? Now the monkey has a base 11 number system. Sorry?
This is nonsense.
Let him talk. He's talking about election results, stupid.
Let's hear the results. Let's hear that.
No, let him continue. Continue.
Okay.
Professor Pierce. He's a professor.
Please.
Let him continue.
Okay, so thank you. The monkey now has a base 11 number system, and it turns out that if you plug a base 11 number system into the complex plane with that recursive formula, you end up with this shape.
Yes.
That's also not good here. So, looking at the tail, you're gonna sort of. It's where we get the expression: a dog chasing its very own tail, or a dragon devouring the tip of its tail, or a snake eating its tail first. These are some of the expressions that we got from when the monkey was counting its tail, okay? So what does God do? Is he just going to snip off that tail and make a man?
Yes.
No, because God cannot subtract, okay? He can only add. He can only create. So you have to go to this serpent here. The serpent is going to bite off of the tail here. The serpent actually resides in the tree of the knowledge of math. Okay, so he's going to bite the tail off, There it goes. And now you have a man. Okay, 10 fingers, no tail, finally in God's image, and math has been unlocked, right? Let's look at our hands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There it is.
Uh-oh. Oh,
What the fuck
no.
is that?
So now we have a new problem. Is this 11? Do you count the head, too? Is this 12?
No. No.
I don't think so.
This is not going to work, right, guys? So we're going to have to go back to the serpent, okay? We're going to need the serpent to take care of this, right?
Absolutely not.
There it goes. 10 is the magic number, all right? And this is exactly how it went down. 10 is the magic number. Our number system is base 10. It's all about 10 fingers. God has 10 fingers. Now, so let's go back to this man, right? Because he's dickless now. And he's going by Eve. He doesn't count his penis, but he can now do basic math. But something doesn't add up here. Needs a husband, right? So God does it all again. Makes another earth, another fish in the sea, long horse, finger monkey, and a new man named Adam. And that earth, that other earth actually became the moon, okay? So Adam and Eve, Adam is still counting his penis, and he's ending up with 11, but Eve is good at sewing, so she makes him a robe, and now he can't see his penis anymore. That's math Adam. He thought, what if we multiply? So now sex has been invented. So they have 3 kids, Ben Franklin, Christopher Columbus, and George H.W. Bush, and the whole family invents America. Each of them gets 10 states, 1 for each finger, and now there are 50 states, right? And this is starting probably to sound a little familiar. You're probably remembering this from geometry. So they write the Bill of Rights together, 10 amendments, sort of like the 10 Commandments. They're sort of taking a page out of God's book there. And they multiply their fingers, okay? It's called finger fucking when you multiply your fingers. And 10 times 10 equals 100. And then you're going to end up with the almighty dollar, right? Counting to 100 makes a dollar. Cha-ching. And $10 makes $10. Thank you, Truthbot. And you know where I'm going with this. That's right.
$100.
So now then they multiply the
$100, right?
Yes.
Okay, go on.
So now they're multiplying their dollars, all right, which is finger fucking, and they're making that money, and now you make the money fuck, right? And now you never run out of money. So one fine Tuesday, the 3 toddlers are having a finger fuck fest, and they invent the Holy Trinity there, and that they created the first $1 trillion. Oh my God! And but you can see that they have 3 free hands there. You see those 3 free hands?
Yeah, I see them.
And that means that's 15 free fingers, okay? And it just so happened that remember those 50 states from earlier?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So it just so happened that those were the 15 Super Tuesday states. And there is American Samoa. So Adam and Eve, they saw this happening. And immediately, in unison, they said, this is Super Tuesday.
Okay.
Great.
And so now we do Super Tuesday, a celebration of the $1 trillion fuck fest. Every 1,000 years, 100 people vote for 10 candidates at once on Tuesday.
All right.
And that is the Super Tuesday map. So what have we learned? God gave us addition, serpent gave us subtraction, women gave us multiplication, and when we come back, I will teach you the final form of math, division.
Okay. Thank you,
well.
Professor Pierce. I wrote down, I got 115, so I don't know. I was trying to kind of follow along.
115.
What'd you get?
fucked up.
What'd you get?
You have too many fingers.
What'd you get?
I wasn't taking notes.
Fucking idiot wasn't taking notes.
But I did.
Let's go.
We got enough data?
We don't have enough data.
What do you think?
We need more data. We need more data. We need data from Professor Pierce. Professor Pierce! Professor Pierce! Professor Pierce!
Get Mr. Numbers on the horn. Let's get... Come on.
Okay. So I'm now going to teach you about division, which I invented. It's designed to visualize candidates as fingers on Super Tuesday. So this is what it looked like in Super Tuesday 2016. So Hillary Clinton had 2,205 delegates. Bernie had 1,846. You're going to add up those totals and get 4,051. Then you're going to divide one candidate's votes by the total, okay? But make sure you find the God button on your calculator, which is 1 dot. Then you're going to put the God 1 digit to the left of the total. And you're going to end up with 5.5 fingers, okay? And this is what my diagram looked like for that. You can see that Hillary Clinton has 5.5 fingers and Bernie has 4.5 fingers. So, let's get busy. Hey, do you guys have those the data, the raw numbers?
We've been having the numbers. We've been having the data.
Yeah, but what
don't know
about for
what
another
you've been
state,
looking
just
at
so
all
I can
this
show how my process works.
I got to go get some water.
Okay, I'm gonna get you a number. I'm gonna get you a number real quick here.
It's gotta be
65.
from...
How's that?
I got 18. How's 18?
18.
Okay.
65 is greater than 18.
So let's say that 65... Well, what's 65 minus 18? Let's see here. I'm just going to... I'll make this a little bigger here. 65, we're going to do some serpent subtraction here. 65 minus 18. 5 minus 8 you can't do. How do you do this? Do you carry the 1 when you subtract?
What?
Do you carry the 1 when you subtract?
Carry it where?
What do you mean?
How am I supposed to subtract 5 from, or 8 from 5?
You don't do it.
Do I carry the
No,
1?
eight's bigger
You're
than
breaking
5.
the laws of nature by doing that. And
No,
you
but
shouldn't
how do I
it.
subtract 8 from 5? That's
negative.
-3. But clearly I'm not going to get a negative number. 65 is bigger than 18. So do I carry the 1 when I subtract?
Yeah,
What do you mean carry the 1?
carry it.
No, that's for when you add it. You add 1.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. But how are you
carry
supposed to
the
do this
1 to
part?
the
How are you
end
supposed to
of
do
the
this
equal
part, the
sign.
very first part?
Where it is additionally added to the number
Well, just put it
18.
in your calculator. You're the professor. Don't you have a fucking calculator? You went to college.
Do you guys have calculators?
No.
No.
Well, I just have a phone. I think it's tacky.
I have one on my phone.
Maggie has a calculator.
Maggie, what's 65
Maggie,
minus 18?
help.
Maggie, quickly, please.
Hurry up.
I have a weird passcode. I forgot it.
Actually, Maggie, could you just Google if you carry the 1 when you subtract?
Maggie, tell
Don't-
us your passcode. What number is that?
Don't Google it. What's the? Did you
65 minus 18.
What is the number?
47.
Okay, so 47. So let's just say, for the sake of argument, that that Elizabeth Warren got 18 votes in a country, and Pete
Any country.
Buttigieg
Would
got
never happen.
47 votes in the same country. Okay? That would mean the total is 65,
Yes.
and this would be the Warren count, and this would be the Pete count. So now we're gonna do some finger math, some division.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna need your help for this, Maggie. I'm gonna need your help for this because I don't know how to do long division at all.
Okay.
Okay, so what is 18 divided by 6.5?
I got 36. I don't think that's right.
That sounds right. I'll take it.
No, it should be. Do
No,
it again.
no,
18.
I got 2.76.
That sounds right. So that's going to be 2. Let's go back to those fingers there. I can't show you it, but just imagine that 2 3/4 of those fingers are going to Warren in this hypothetical situation that I've just
Easy for me to imagine that.
Okay. And
Yes,
now
I'm
imagine the
imagining it.
rest of those fingers are going to go to whatever other candidate I said.
Okay.
So that's division.
Okay. I was kind of following along as before,
Not good.
and I've got 115 again.
Okay. Well, Drill, did you get anything for your count?
I've been doing the numbers in my head, and
He didn't fucking do it.
I'm
He
seeing
did
the
not
number,
do it.
I'm
Drill.
seeing the number 42.
No, he didn't.
40
he didn't write.
No, 43.
He didn't
is the
write
number
anything
that
down.
I'm envisioning right
I
now.
was doing it. I was trying to do it.
I don't have a pen. Nobody gives me shit. Nobody tells me anything. Nobody helps me.
Well,
Look, I drew the fingers.
oh great, but you don't even have to do that because you can just look at your fingers.
What do you mean?
Let me see the diaper rating. Let's
Is that all you had for us right now, Professor?
I have pictures of the candidates.
Okay.
Tulsi, you gotta go. I'm sorry, babe.
Have you seen the
Elizabeth
other?
Warren, okay.
Back to Pierce.
That's Joe Biden. And that is Michael Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Michael Bloomberg.
Yes. Very good,
Bloomberg,
Truthbot.
the winner.
So eventually
Presumptive
I'll
nominee.
find out how the candidates are distributed across 10 fingers.
Okay, we will go back to you later in the night when you got more analysis for us. Thank you,
Get
Professor.
your shit together and we'll get back to you.
Professor Pierce, you had something to say?
Just, yeah, sure.
Do it. Go ahead.
Okay. So, I don't think all the votes are in yet. So...
Well, enough of them are in.
Sorry?
Enough of them are in. I've
Well,
seen enough.
My division technique doesn't actually work until all the votes are in. So I'm just gonna have to sort of do some estimation here.
Improvise.
Okay.
Do something.
You're
Okay.
a professor, for God's sakes.
You're
All right.
a goddamn professor.
Okay, fine. Let's
We
just
salute you,
are very
when
smart.
we see you in the hallway. We salute you.
What
Let's
the
just-
fuck did they teach you at college?
let's just say that Bernie Sanders gets the left hand, and Joe Biden gets the right hand. Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, so that's Bloomberg.
Ooh.
Oh my!
Michael Bloomberg.
That's the front runner there.
Looks like Elizabeth Warren is going to take out Michael Bloomberg with a deadly viper bite. Oh my god! Some kind of allergic reaction, I guess. Bloomberg takes it all.
That's what I've been saying. That's what I've been telling you.
Is that the end of it?
Once all the results come in, I can.
Okay,
I
go.
didn't- I'm
go.
not hearing any numbers, people.
Professor
I'm not
Pierce.
hearing any numbers.
Professor Pierce, go sit in the voter pool.
Okay.
Where are the numbers?
That is your punishment. Go to the voter pool.
Where's that data? Give me that data.
Go sit with
want
the
a
fucking
number?
improv
Wait.
rejects in the voter pool.
You need a number?
Do you need a
Go sit
state
with-
shirt? Do you need a fucking state? What state are you?
These
guys?
We're out of
these
shirts.
people spent $30,000 on their UCB classes. This is what they have to show for it. They all took out loans to do Improv 201, and here they are.
Remember when the UCB lost all that money because that rapist sued him, but he kind of sort of won even though he didn't?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a day in the life of Hollywood, baby. That's Hollywood.